Alright, what's up everyone? So in this video, I just want to talk to you about what are the metrics that you need to understand to be able to use Facebook ads, okay? So once you understand these metrics, how they work, what they mean, what they are, right, you are good to go and make some money, alright? So the first, I guess, three metrics are I guess you can call them engagement metrics, but it's basically the likes, comments, and shares, right? It's a thing that we can see people's reactions towards the ads, right? However, you can kind of gauge in what people are thinking or feeling, or there's the general reaction. But the thing is, it's not enough to tell you if you're profitable or not because there's no numbers to justify this, right? Now, obviously, if they have like 100,000 likes and 50,000 shares, it could be something that is selling well. But you've seen a lot of these viral videos that have these numbers of likes and shares, but they don't have any sales because it might just be a viral video that is touching people's heart or stuff like that, right? So this is just good for the overview, but it's not enough to tell you if you're profitable or not. Okay, so let's dive into. Remember, I told you to set up the columns in a specific way. All right. Now, what do these columns mean? Okay, and how do you read these numbers? So when you understand how to read them, you understand basically Facebook ads and how to advertise and what to, I guess, look for, change, and tweak. Okay, and so you have this top the columns here. Okay, so let me explain. So you have obviously the ad set name, that's self-explanatory, the name of, and then delivery, it's whether it's active or not, the results, okay, how many sales you made, right? And this is just like very, okay, so reach is how many people your ad has reached, okay? The frequency, the amount of times that people have seen your ads, and the cost per result. We won't talk about that now because we talk about that in the cost per website purchase. It should be the same because our objective, our result that we want is purchase. Okay, the budget is how much you set at the budget per ad set. Okay, and the schedule is just when you start the ad. All right, so these are the main, I guess you can call them basic metrics, but they don't really. You're not going to be focusing on those things. Okay, what you're going to be focusing on is the Facebook side metrics and the Shopify, your website's metrics. Okay, so let's go to the Facebook side metrics. You have the CPM and the link. Okay, so you have the CPM, the amount of people who click your links, and so we want to look at the cost per link click. Okay, and then we have the click-through rate. All right, and so let me explain what these mean. So Facebook charges you per impression. What is an impression? When someone views your ad. All right, so take a note of that if you need to. When someone views your ad, you get charged, right? And so the cost per 1,000 impressions is how much it costs you to get 1,000 people to see your ad, to see your product. Okay, and so a healthy range, if you're running worldwide traffic, is to have anywhere from $10 or below. But again, these are all secondary metrics just to look at how healthy your ads are. But they don't tell you if you're profitable or not, right? They just tell you how healthy your ads are on Facebook's end, how people are reacting it. So, okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, as you can see, the CPMs here are really good. $1, $2 here is very high, but it doesn't matter because we're profiting, right? 753% ROI. But yeah, you guys get my point. It should be roughly around 10 or below. As you can see, a lot of them are, so they are in a very healthy range. Okay, and then the second metric is the CTR link, or the click-through rate. Okay, so what the link click-through rate is the amount of time, the amount of people who saw your ad divided by the amount of people who actually clicked your link to the product page. Okay, so we're looking for at least 1% or higher. All right, so if I take, for example, I go back to this ad. Remember that we found this product, and it's basically how many times people clicked on your link to the product page, okay, or shop now, for example. So you want a 1% or higher. Okay, so you can see here the link click-through rate. Some of them are not so good. You can see above 1 is good. 2%, yeah, 1.9%, yeah. You guys get my point. The healthy range is 1% upwards. Okay. Again, these are secondary metrics. It doesn't tell if you're profitable. It just tells you if your ads are healthy. Okay. The third metric on Facebook's end is the cost per link click. How much it costs you to get one person. How much are you paying for one person to click your link? Okay. And so a healthy range is under $1. Okay, as you can see, some are over, some are healthy, but the key here is it's all good because we're all profitable. Right now, I'll explain this a bit later, right? That the ROAS is all positive, but that's what you guys, but that's what we have to understand what the metrics mean, right? And so when we look at this, we can know, okay, means that the ads are performing well or doing good. But again, guys, this is a secondary metric. It doesn't tell if we're profitable. It tells you what's happening on Facebook's end. Once you launch the ad, how is it performing? Okay, so those are the three metrics we look at. All right, and then the next set of metrics is on Shopify's end, right? So your website. So what happens when you click? The customer clicks on the link to the product page, they get taken to our website, right? And this is what happens on our website. So let me just show you. You have your view content. The first step is when someone views your product page, okay? So let me show you in real life because I want to make this crystal clear for you. So for example, I click on our, let's say our dog pet bed ad, right? And I land into this product page. This is going to be view content. You can see the view content pixel has fired, all right? Okay, so this is view content. Now, then you have add to cart, which is the next step, right? Website add to cart is how many people actually went in and clicked add to cart. So if I click add to cart, okay, which I just did, the pixel should fire add to cart. Give it a moment right here. Let me check on Facebook Pixel Helper. Right, Facebook add to cart right here, right? And that's the second step of your website. And then if they go even further, right, they check out initiated, which is if they click on checkout, this should make the checkouts initiated fire right here. Okay, so that's checkout initiated. All right, guys. And then obviously the purchase pixel is the last one. The purchase metric will fire only if I go ahead and fill in the information and actually pay for the order. All right, so this is metrics that happen on Shopify's end. All right, so let's look at the overview you have from the Facebook side, and then to look at how healthy your ads are, and then you have your Shopify website side, and then now that you understand the process, how it works, what it means, the next thing is understanding the vital metric, right? The king of all the metrics. The only thing that really matters is the ROAS. Okay, the return on ad spend. It's calculated by looking at the amount spent and versus the amount you made. Okay, so how much you put in and how much came back, how much you got back, right? As you can see here, you can see that 22 spent, 200 made, 600 spent, 4,681 made, right? Crazy ROASes. And basically, this is the most important metric, and that basically we focus on, right? We don't focus on anything but ROAS, because at the end of the day, if you're profitable, you're profitable, all right? And that's what matters. So what you need to make sure of, right, that your ROAS is higher than your break-even ROAS for the products that you are selling, okay? And I teach you how to calculate the break-even ROASes for each specific unique product that you decide to launch, right? So don't worry, I teach you how to do that. But basically, all you need to know is, okay, is my ROAS that I'm generating greater than my break-even, right? If I am, I'm profitable, and that's it, guys. Keep it simple. And so what this also means is that if the rule is matched, that your ROAS is above your break-even and you're profiting, all the other metrics don't mean anything. I mean, they do. They tell you the health of the ad, but even if, let's say, your click-through rates are not that high, right, or your cost per click, cost per link click is relatively high, but you're still profitable, it doesn't really matter, right? Because at the end of the day, you are pocketing the profit, and that's what matters most, the money you keep. So understand that these are the metrics, and we have a range of what's healthy and what's not healthy, and we'll talk about that in another video. I just want you to understand how this works. But let's just say, for example, you can see here, sorry if it's a bit small, but you can see 46 CPMs. We're paying very expensive for traffic, right? But it doesn't matter, right? And we're also paying a lot per click, but it doesn't matter, as I said, because we've generated a 7.15% ROAS, 7.15 ROAS, or a 715% ROI, right? So, ROAS is king. The other things are just, kind of guidelines of what's healthy, right? What's healthy with your ads? Are people actually, when they view the product page, are they adding to cart, or are they just like view and then drop off? Right? So if people are coming into your site, they view content, but they don't add to cart, it means something is off. Either your price or your product page, or just something about it isn't right. Sometimes the Facebook does misfire, right? It doesn't fire right, but usually it's not a problem if you integrate it the way that I taught you, right? Or if you look at, if people add to cart but they don't purchase, what could be the reason for that, right? Maybe you don't have, PayPal or credit card payments on your site, or they're not working, or, your shipping is too high, right? So if you're following the guidelines of the One Ecom, you should be set, right? Because we've tested this, and we've ran millions successfully through this system that we're teaching. So if you're following this system to the T, which is what you should be doing, you should be in a good place, all right? But yeah, that's essentially what I want to talk about here. Hopefully you understand what these metrics mean. Don't get scared, right? But once you understand them, you can conquer them, all right? So understand what these mean, all right? CPMs, Facebook side, Shopify side, and the vital metric, the king of kings of all metrics, is the ROAS, and that's what you want to focus on in this business, because what's important is the money you make and nothing else, right? All right, so I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope this helps. Peace.